To meet society's current growing concern towards environmental protection and its desire for healthier foods, sustainable development is required to supply today's needs without negatively impacting the quality of life in future generations. Embrapa, a Brazilian public company in the field of farming and livestock breeding research, linked to the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock Breeding and Provisioning, is aware of this major issue and has conceived a unit dedicated specifically to environmental issues, Embrapa Environment. Founded in 1982, Embrapa Environment is located in the city of Jaguariúna, São Paulo State. Its 10,000 square meters of constructed installations house modern laboratories with state-of-the-art equipment and a safety system that ensures proper handling of chemicals. Its experimental fields, spread over 47 hectares, are employed in the development and validation of sustainable technology. Besides its 190 professionals, staff is composed of students, interns, and high school and college level scholarship students. The technical scientific body comprises mainly researchers with doctorate degrees in agricultural and environmental related sciences. Embrapa Environment's mission statement is to make research, development, and innovation solutions available, promoting sustainable farming and improving environmental quality to benefit Brazilian society. To this end, the unit develops several research projects, some of which are carried out through partnerships with renowned research institutions. As a result, Embrapa Environment has become a national and international center of reference for environmental issues related to tropical agriculture. Here, research projects are held in agroecology. Studies developed with family farmers allow for their socio-economical and environmental sustainability based on organic, polycultivation, and agroforestal systems. The unit also studies integrated production, high-quality, cost-effective production, achieved through ecologically safer methods, minimizing the effects caused by undesirable agrochemicals, increasing environmental protection, and fostering human health. Embrapa Environment is also a reference in good aquaculture practices through studies that evaluate, develop, adapt, and validate best management practices to maintain or even increase productivity without degrading the environment. The unit studies the feasibility of using agricultural, industrial, and urban waste in farming, verifying its agricultural efficiency, as well as indicating situations where it may be used without negatively impacting the environment. Sustainability is directly linked to the use of renewable energy sources like biofuels. Embrapa Environment's work is focused on the direct and indirect impact exerted by agroenergy production on natural resources, society, and economics. Embrapa Environment performs ecotoxicological evaluations of different substances to identify health hazards and define safe conditions for the use of agricultural inputs. The unit adapts and develops methods to forecast the behavior and destination of contaminants by means of mathematical simulations, computational models, and field evaluations. Embrapa Environment retains a highly sophisticated laboratory infrastructure to develop methods that employ advanced systems for the analysis of contaminants in agricultural products. It is thus able to provide the technological support required to ensure safer food production. To minimize the potential of contamination, the unit conducts studies directed to ensuring that agrotoxics are used and applied correctly, economically, with minimum contamination and negative environmental impact. Sustainable farming requires a reduction of dependence on chemicals and more extensive application of biological processes in agricultural systems. Therefore, Embrapa Environment develops and validates products and methods for the biological control of plagues, diseases, and weeds, besides other more environmentally suitable control alternatives. The unit contains the only Brazilian laboratory accredited for introduction of exotic biological control agents by the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock Breeding, and Provisioning. This lab performs studies on the risk these organisms present in the country they are introduced. Embrapa Environment conducts prospection, characterization, and preservation of microorganism resources. State-of-the-art equipment is used to study these microorganisms for identifying biological control agents, drug-producing properties, agricultural growth stimulants, and new herbicides, among others. Studies are staged in diverse regions such as mangroves, the Caatinga, and even inhospitable locations such as the Antarctic. Here, vegetable active principles produced by native and exotic plants are researched to identify and evaluate the potential use of compounds of agricultural, pharmacological, or veterinary interest. Embrapa Environment conducts studies to recover degraded areas. Different techniques are studied, such as the use of agroforestal systems, the application of organic residues, and bioremediation, among others. The unit researches the benefits and risks involved in the employment of genetically modified organisms, aiming to avoid or contain risks to human health, protect the environment, and ensure food security. Embrapa Environment studies several agricultural sustainability indicators and develops environmental impact assessment systems to support decision-making by different sectors of society, especially public administration. Environmental management assessment tools are developed for rural properties, helping producers identify improvement opportunities. The agro-environmental planning studies, with tools such as geographical information systems and remote sensing technology, promote the proper use of natural resources and economic, social, and environmental sustainability while improving quality of life. Embrapa Environment studies the economic aspects of agro-environmental issues and, among others, performs appraisals of the impact of farming and livestock breeding activities and establishes criteria for the remuneration of environmental services in rural areas. Farming affects and may be affected by climate change. Embrapa Environment, along with its partners, carries out studies to minimize farming-related gaseous emissions. The unit also studies the impact that climate change exerts on the occurrence of phytosanitary problems in different Brazilian farming regions. In particular, it operates the first Latin American FACE experiment, free air carbon dioxide enrichment, a system that performs atmospheric simulations in the field by elevating the concentration of CO2 above normal. Embrapa Environment's care for the environment begins right here at the unit, where residues generated in the labs and experimental fields are treated, stored for incineration, or sent to an appropriate destination. Embrapa Environment's commitment to the quality of life of our employees, their families, and the community is also a concern. Embrapa Environment invests in social responsibility projects, such as the Community Vegetable Garden Program. Likewise, several types of research and technology transfer, involving themes like environmental education and farming, are promoted. Also committed to quality, the unit was granted ISO 9001 certification in 2005. Embrapa Environment was the first Embrapa research unit to be certified with this standard. Looking back, we can see how much has already been done. Looking to the future, we can be sure that Embrapa Environment will continue to conduct research with the same competence, defining new pathways for the sustainable development of Brazilian agriculture.